Good morning, good evening, whatever time you're in, everybody. Welcome to another spoiler open here for the SGL. We are race 18, I believe this is, or qualifier number 18. We have Breadcoon here on Restream, along with So. There are a total of, what do we have here? We have 7 entries today, and this should be a heck of a lot of fun. I am NugsGG, and I am joined by the one and only Keto. Is that how I say your name? Did I say it right?
Yeah, you said
I
it
think I
right.
did. How
Hey
you doing?
guys, doing pretty good. And hello chat once again. It's kind of a interesting thing. I wasn't actually supposed to do a commentary today, but
Nor was I.
I just yeah, so we just kind of showed up last minute.
We have Scoop here tracking for us, Scoopula here tracking for us, which is perfect. We should have this all underway. All right, here we go.
Yep.
Ooh, hey, like completely different starts too.
Oh yeah, immediately. Brett getting some bombs over in Link's house, and what are we doing for So?
Oh, he must be cool-handing here.
Ooh, I wonder what kind of. That sounds like. Yep, definitely looking towards it.
Let's see,
Possibly
Brett's taking off
something
towards
with
the
Misora?
eastern. Maybe. I mean, it would probably have to be, right?
Not entirely sure. There's some
Maybe there's just like a scarcity of
Oh,
money
yep,
in the
there's the
sea.
Houlihan.
Let's see here. What's in the back of Saha? What do we have? Heart pieces. Oh,
And
there's
a
our
wedding ring.
sword.
Yep. So doing the Houlihan, going for the bombs now. And as we can see clearly, we don't need a map check for these spoiler opens. Our racers and our trackers, our tracker today, Scoop, actually know where all of these locations are. Now, as far as the spoiler log, I have no access to it. I don't know if Nugs is looking into it.
No. I like to be
So,
surprised, just like everybody else. I think
yep,
this is going to be pretty exciting.
absolutely. It's always fun when you're in the dark with chat.
Just not with, turtles.
Yeah, yeah, no. Full heart container over in the well. And so this
Interesting.
is interesting.
So, no money at all for bread yet. Breadgoon yet. Just grabbing hearts. What's going to be under here? We've got one sword.
So opted not to go for the heart pieces. That's interesting.
Just went straight for the sword. Yeah.
Yep. Oh,
I
Quake
guess
Medallion.
Quake is necessary.
Yeah, no, today we have both Misery Mire and Turtle Rock being required for our crystals.
Quake
Oh, I
for
think
one, Ether for the other.
I
Looks
think
like...
that
What was your green pendant? It was desert, eh?
it is, yes. I think that crow ended up stopping us from checking to see what the crabs had today. Oh, this is
I mean, if it was
interesting.
really important, they'd be putting a bit more effort, I think, into it. We'd probably get another check after this.
Oh, true. Okay, so at the very moment, it looks like So is going to be just a little bit ahead.
Oh, there's our hammer. It's nice.
Okay, now this is weird. So went for the heart pieces in here, but didn't do the... What? That's interesting.
So he's well, so would be on 3 heart pieces right now, I believe. Then, right? So maybe they're trying to set up a heal at a certain point,
I'm not sure.
or
There's
trying
two
to
heart...
stay low health or something. It
Well,
does seem odd.
typically in these spoiler races, you're only going to see it. Both racers probably have blue mail at best, maybe 8 or 9 hearts at the most. I've seen racers go into and a fight with, I think, like 6 hearts of green mail and still make it through. It's a
I
scary
was
ordeal.
watching one the other day. I think somebody had like 3 hearts green mail going into the last one, or going into Ganon or something like that. I could be crazy, but
That sounds a little crazier than usual. Yeah.
there's our flute. Okay.
Very nice. But as far as heart pieces right now, as far as I've seen, So would have no heart container, or would have 4 heart containers, I should say, and no pieces of heart because they collected 4. So it's just really weird seeing that. Very different route. Bunko85, good morning from Germany. Hello! I believe the word is Guten Tag? I don't know.
Do you remember what was in the safe chest?
I don't believe they collected anything in St. Chest.
Oh, fair.
Might be money, might be arrows, or well, they wouldn't get rid of bombs. I know that.
Probably wasn't money either. I think I'm liking Cell's routing here to start because it's almost like they used the Houlihan as a lake house starting point kind of thing, right? They just
Something
like
like
started
that,
a
yeah.
little bit behind, but started with a lot more money. Maybe worth the time. We'll see.
All right, Blind Tag
Really
gonna afford
investing
us
in the
a
points.
Master Sword. And it looks
So
like
is all over these tree poles.
yeah, this is curious. But Bread now having enough rupees to deal with the bottle merchant.
So is setting up tier 2s repeatedly. Yeah, okay, so tier 2s is the 80 rupees. Looks like tier 3 was the 10 arrows. I don't know what tier 1 was. Or I could have flipped 1 and 3. Interesting, so just constantly farming the money.
Yeah, it looks like both of these runners are on money grabs right now. Very interesting. Is there something at Zora King?
There'd have to be, right?
I wouldn't see any other reason why they would go after this much money right now.
You'd only need, bottle vendor, or sorry, bottle merchant, pod money, like 10 more for, or 80 more for, what is it, the dig game, and then 30 for chest game at most, and we're way above that, so it's got to be Zora.
Yeah, and it looks like Bread actually just went away from the bottle merchant, didn't even grab it. So once again with the Master Sword. Ooh, this isn't a check I see very often.
Chicken nut?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Powder. Powder. Really? That's...
And he didn't go and check the bat, so that's just a safety, I think. It must be. Which, I mean, I would take that 100 times out of 100, I think. Yeah, on low percent, for sure.
Oh, yeah, no, if you grab the powder, it makes things a lot easier in a lot of dungeons, but honestly, in a lot of these spoiler runs, I have not seen too many powder grabs, so this is very interesting to see.
It's certainly in a relatively convenient spot, being that you're already in CAC. Time investment's not very big.
True. Most of the time when we see powder checks, when we look back at the log at the end of the race, they're usually found in like Quickshot Cave or somewhere in GT that the runners don't want to go through, so...
Yeah. Well, Bread Cood's setting up his Houlihan. Selecting to do it after.
Yeah, and Scoop informing us that Bread doesn't have any magic, so couldn't use the powder anyways to get to the bat.
Is there no spots for... I guess there's not really any little magics. Or little magic decanters. There's only the tree. No, he's got Quake. He could easily... Oh, no, he can't. He doesn't have any magic. Never mind.
Yep.
I take it all back.
Yep. Okay, so did not immediately save and quit when they got the powder, so... Are they gonna go?
Maybe that was a gap.
Oh, there's the Houlihan for Bread. Okay, no, so is absolutely going up there now. So there is definitely something with the bat. What do we have?
A good call on the no magic there, Scoopula. I didn't even catch that. Thanks for covering our backs there. Yeah, so I wonder if this is going to set Breadkin a little behind then. In terms of, like, conveniently getting back to town. Let's see our flippers. Oh boy.
Of course. Flippers are locked behind the bat. That's always nice. And if they have to grab
the end hammer. So I bet you our boots are like in swamp or something silly like that.
Waterfall cave. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but they could fake flipper to that.
Not without
Oh,
the
no,
moon
no
pearl.
moon pearl. Yeah, never mind. I take
Yeah.
it back.
I was actually told about the moon pearl trick with the fake flippers. I honestly didn't know until I think it was qualifier 13 when I was told this.
Or just when you exit the cave, you're now walking on the water instead of swimming again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, and it looks like oh, what was that? I didn't see that.
Oh, we're about to see Bread go right by it.
Blue boomerang. Okay. Probably not going to be something I'll grab, but it'd be useful. Boomerang. Yeah, I'll remember that. Ooh, no.
Mirror. All right.
All right. Well, this has been an interesting routing, and I think we're going to see a lot of the racers, not just these two, go down this routing as well.
It's I guess a battle of who was able to make money the fastest while collecting those extra items along the way. So I mean, when you compare the two that we could see right here, when we compare Bread Coon and So had a really clever plan to get money with that rotating tree pole going up and down above
Oh
the ball
yeah,
drops. That was
absolutely.
really, really clever, I think.
Yeah, when the spoiler log gives you all of this information, it's really easy to like figure out, what kind of routing to do. But the fact that these racers can do these routes and do them so efficiently with such little life, it honestly baffles me. And I've been doing a lot of these commentates on these spoiler logs.
I just personally, I think it looked very like spur of the moment like this. I know a way to kind of like work this out and get this tree pull over and over. I've just never seen somebody do that. I think it's clever. It's
Oh
I
yeah,
think that's like one of the strengths of somebody who's very good with these spoilers is they can think a little outside the box and make something work while being very efficient and doing it on low percent. Maybe a little unorthodox, but just very cool to watch.
oh yeah, no, absolutely. Okay, so both of our runners are getting the bow in the inside of Spectacle Rock, and I think I saw gloves on
Yeah,
the top.
gloves on top. Red got his bomb jump. Good, getting out of there safely.
We don't have a book, but I think no, not going to Hera's. So that being a pendant dungeon, if we're gonna skip that the entire way through, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, they would go get anything super important on this pass unless we've got a hookshot down here,
Yeah. Oh,
which is
that's
certainly possible.
okay. I've seen Breadcoon race before in the spoiler opens. I didn't realize that Wolf Link will actually turn back into Twilight Link in the
Oh,
Dark Worlds.
I don't think I've ever quite paid attention to that. I've actually commentated a handful of his races and talked with him a bit. We were both in the recent mentor tournament, only vast difference in categories of play. He's a very, very skilled runner.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't know So that well, but I've seen the name quite a bit, and I know these two are very talented.
The
I
fact
think
that both of
everybody
these,
here is talented.
yeah, I think both of our racers here are doing race 5 plus right now. So already qualifying pretty high. Just trying to get the best times that they can at this point. And another 300 rupees. Oh,
Oh, there we go.
always good to see the Moon Pearl.
Just immediately exiting the mountain, so yeah, looks like Kara's off the table for now.
Okay, so both of our racers went and got money again. Lots and lots of money.
Well, we absolutely need pod money. Maybe it's just to bank on the ability to buy one more pod, or, upgrades or something like that.
You never know.
We shall see.
Oh wow, I didn't even realize Bread has already made it to 8 hearts.
It's those extra heart pieces. Like, there's been at least one full heart, maybe 1.5 full hearts worth of heart pieces that Brett has grabbed over. So
I have noticed that, yeah. So didn't go into Hype Cube, but they opened it? Oh, they ran out of bombs, that's why.
That's too bad. Well, there's our boots. Bottled green goo and more bombs in the bag.
All right, Hype Cave is definitely hyped today.
I will take that every time.
Now it's going to be a real race. Now that all of our runners are going to have boots. Ooh.
I noticed, as we were kind of heading up the mountain and into Paradox, So definitely had a distinct lead. Both following the same route. Brett has now taken that back. Just that minor mistake with bombs. Oh, and there we have bomb drop too. But now diverging.
Oh yeah. Little Bottle B. Oh, it's the shiny Bottle B. So more money there. So it's gonna go after the Swamp Palace, but Bread doesn't have the flippers yet. Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
So what is so important in Swamp?
Well, Swamp Palace is one of our crystals, so could be routing that in, and we're getting our Ether Medallion on Pyramid, which is nice.
I get the feeling they're potentially, you know, banking all this cash because they're gonna need these potions. Because we're probably maybe not gonna have the safeties we would generally be able to get along the way. Maybe we're gonna be stuck on remail, not have half magic, stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like Bread is going to make his way into the Dark World, going through Hammer Glove. I have attempted to do these speed runs on my own, and when I first started, I didn't know that you could come back here, so every time that I got, like, locks, I ended up getting stumped, and I would just feel frustrated and wouldn't continue. So, being able to commentate, watch, and even track these has been kind of a lifesaver for future stuff.
I enjoy it quite a bit because it's just another venue to like learn and engage with the game I like to play, right? I just like to watch it too. You know, it's entertaining.
Absolutely.
But it's you know, I'm vicariously playing through others, sort of. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a great way to learn. That's for
how
sure.
I feel too. So Brett was able to get the King of Samaria and Treasure. Treasure game, and it looks like we're going to be going into King's Tomb. What do we have here? Oh, blue mail.
There we go. Okay, so he's gonna be a little safer so far. Going all the way left side swamp.
Oh, this is a very interesting check too. So let's see here. Blue mail, 8 hearts.
So is teetering on the verge of death here. Oh, there's a book. Okay. Oh my. Oh. Okay.
It looked like that was intentional, maybe.
Yes, probably. I must be. All right, tempered. Key.
I don't think you'd grab that key unless you were planning on going back into Dark Cross. So we'll have to see that later.
I mean, you could certainly just skip a guard kill as well, or skip a room.
That's true. Okay, so we got the Book of Medora and then just left. Amarith, our event assist controller setup helper, says, it feels like Brett is trying to do as much Overworld quote-unquote shopping as he can before hitting the dungeons. Yeah, that sounds pretty fair.
I mean, You still have to do a bunch of checks dungeons, but if you get to go mode them instead, you don't have to pick up the extra little heart pieces and stuff like that along the way to set yourself up. I mean, maybe that's going to be faster in the end. Maybe it depends a lot on your skill too, or your comfort level. You might see something in the routing through dungeons that maybe others haven't. We'll see.
Very true. So it looks like both of our runners are going to do pod, and then with the mirror, I would assume they're probably going to do Eastern as well. So SpeedGaming giving us a message that we have a Discord server. You can go to discord.gg/SpeedGaming. Be sure to follow our runners as they go through our stages today as quickly as they can. Redcoon and So15 is their Twitch handles. Also, be sure to give myself, my co-commentator, and our tracker today, Nugs and Scoop, follows on Twitch as well. It's greatly appreciated, and it helps us to help you guys with, everything that we do.
Oh, he's bomb jumping or hammer jumping. So yeah, one thing mentioned in chat. I was saying that obviously having tempered in boots versus just Master Sword in boots, right, is going to be a distinct advantage in terms of like how quickly or how safely he can work his way through dungeons. Just looking at what our crystal dungeons actually are, that's like a huge point to look at, because our dungeons suck. Like we have to deal with ice, mire, the turtle rock, right?
Very, very true. Yeah, all these safeties are definitely going to help out. Oh, we get a fire rod. Is that the compass chest?
It's big key chests.
Big key chest.
We have, yeah, was that Dark Base had. What did you just snag out of there? I saw it and then I forgot about it right away.
I think I saw a big key.
Interesting dungeon.
Yeah. And of course, if we make any mistakes, our tracker will let us know. That was a little scary there.
I'm guessing we're probably never going to see the lamp. So it's going to make Mire and TR just a little spicy, but we'll see.
I believe both of our runners know how to handle those dark rooms with
so
many issues. I've definitely seen Redcoon go through Turtle Rock with that lamp, but never discount it. Could be just not where we think it might be.
Yeah, true. Also, one thing I do know, this is only about Bread specifically. I don't know if so does this as well, but Breadgood's been in the No Logic tournament as well. He's been doing a lot of that kind of stuff, so branching out.
That must be a lot of fun doing that no logic stuff. I mean, it looks complicated as heck. What couple of streams I've been to. We just got the shovel. Very interesting.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say there's something on Dig Spot. Don't quote me on it, but I feel good about this one.
So end up taking a death here.
That one? Was that another intentional one? I was too busy watching.
I don't think that was intentional. I think that was a mistake because they were on like 1.5 hearts. Ooh, getting zapped by the blue goo.
In terms of safeties going through this, you can sort of see the difference. So one of our runners has blue mail and a sword upgrade over the other, and an extra bottle, and boomerang too. So it's like that was a nice hover.
Lynn correcting me, they got the big key and then bombed themselves, so it wasn't intentional death for so.
Okay.
Also saw a hover trick there, grabbing the key. Very
That was
cool to see.
that was extremely well done. extremely hard, from what I understand, compared to other hover opportunities. It's just one of the hardest ones to do, and it looked
Oh,
clean.
absolutely. I've tried doing that shovel at least several times in Turtle Rock, and I just can't. I cannot.
You shovel or hover?
uh, I know that the shovel was in the chest with the red jellies.
I think I misheard you. Carry on. Don't mind me.
All right, so now we're in the King Helmstar fight. 1, 2, 3, 4, and done. Brett is going to get the crystal first at 39 minutes and 55 seconds. Or I should say, yeah, that's the kill for Helmstar.
Just round up a little bit. First kill, 40 minutes. First crystal, 40 minutes. Let's see how quickly they rack these up now. Because we've done our shopping, as we said. Or as Scoopula said.
Yep. Let me see if I can recall. Is there any items that I've seen in the other commentaries that I've done that we don't specifically need? Because both of our runners are capable of doing silverless runs. Really easy.
Both of these runners clearly can hover. Or I'm 90% sure Bread can hover, and
Yeah.
obviously So can hover. So maybe we don't need the hook shot. Oh no, sorry, never mind. I take that back. Swamp Palace is a crystal. Take it all back.
Got an interesting question from Exto Blue. That's a Vaporwave background. Why are you guys using that? This is the SpeedGaming Live 2022 background. Shirts and designs are available on the SpeedGaming marketplace, so you can grab those. SpeedGaming Live will be taking place October 27th through the 30th in Virginia. You can find out more on at speedgaming.org. So now getting the crystal at 41 minutes and 5 seconds. Red got, I think that was a big key in hookshot chest.
Yep, sure was. I don't know if they did cannonball or not. I was late to the party on this one.
No, Brad didn't do cannibal, I don't think. Yeah, neither of our runners did it. And then Cinderflame coming. Why wouldn't you use a Vaporwave back words? Why wouldn't you use a Vaporwave background? Vaporwave is pretty cool.
What is Vaporwave?
So
pardon my ignorance.
You know that kind of retro 80s style type of thing that you see in a lot of
yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, now I get it. Yeah.
Yep. I actually do have a little bit of Vaporwave on my streams when I start every day, but I haven't streamed in a while.
I don't even know what to.
It's really cool. I like the way that the style is. All right, Bread. Getting into the Armos fight. None of our runners grabbed any other chest other than more than likely the hookshot cave or hookshot chest. Bread getting his second crystal, rewarded with efforts of a piece of part.
So 43. Let's see if Soul's making time up here.
Let's go. So you can do it. Oh, hey, look, there's the 100 rupees that I was talking about earlier.
Good call.
When I found out that you could give the special bee to the bottle merchant and get that 100 rupees, I was like, oh, that's just gonna be so great.
Yeah, it's certainly handy. It's full refund if he decides to scam you too.
Yeah,
it's something to do with the bee. There's some
Right.
interesting things with it though, where it'll chase after other sprites on the screen. So you gotta be careful.
I definitely have had a couple of encounters. So Bread now getting the flippers as So gets their second crystal.
A minute behind now, so actually closed in by 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Give or take, right?
I think it's about that. And
And Brett just had to get his flippers, so now we're probably on par now.
yeah, I think So might be just a little bit ahead at this point.
I actually, yeah, looking at it now, I would agree.
Oh. Desert Palace. Really? This isn't good.
What do we need here? I wonder.
I have no idea.
We don't have mitts yet, so maybe it's just something on ledge. Oh no, we saw ledge. I'm crazy. There's no way it's green pendant.
Okay, so it looks like Brett is going to go into Swamp now. Whether to actually do Swamp or to get that book. Oh, to get the book to get to the desert. Oh, no. I think So's ahead now.
Where's our mitts?
I'm seeing Scoop post 28 in the chat. Not entirely sure what that means.
So we are actually going after the green pendant, or it's a drop off lab ball.
I keep forgetting that bosses can sometimes have cool items. Red had a little trouble doing the speed hammer there. I'm trying to come up with fancy words and I just can't right
Hey,
now.
there we go. That is a solid P dash. Anytime you don't get beamed by the Beamos is a good day.
Oh, that's right. Both of our runners actually. So I forgot to look at this because I wasn't thinking about this. So because this is a spoiler open, both of our racers are going to have 15 minutes to check the spoiler log. So it's not actually 46 minutes. It's 28 minutes. So we got to take 15 minutes off the timer.
Good point. Very good point.
That's why I saw the 28 from Scoop. Thank you, Scoop, for reminding me about that.
I think we just got too focused on all the items and the checks and the fast and the furiousness of it all.
Oh my. Okay, wait a minute. That makes sense. So just got the Titan mitts and then just save and quit out of there, not getting the green pendant. So
I swear I don't have the log. Promise. That was that's an interesting spot for them.
Very interesting, yeah.
All right, we're getting our tempered sword.
Yeah, so both of our excuse me, both of
They're
our
runners.
Both of our runners are synced to the actual race time on racetime.gg. So that is the special room that we use for all of our races for our spoilers.
In a way, because of that, their own timers on screen is more or less a formality. The actual time that matters is the race room itself that everybody's synced to.
Yep.
And a part of.
So I will remember to start taking the 15 minutes off as we continue these. Let the cat in a non-spoiler log see this would be a really truly see. Yes, it would be.
It's got that Plando vibe in a way.
The fact that both of our racers are routing in the way that they are, with the items locked in certain ways, it already is kind of a troll and kind of a meme at this point, but, you know, still gotta see what we can come up with. Okay, so that desert ledge does have the heart. I actually didn't see that last time.
Well, that's actually hilarious. The race room's nickname itself, or like official name, is Clane Plando. Kind of ironic. All right.
I did not bother to check the name. I actually see it now.
It's just funny. Yeah. All right, so
Right.
Brett is off to get his get his way through desert here, grab their mitts. Well,
Yes.
we are gonna see So go kill Moth.
All right, so last commentate that I did was qualifier number 16. Very interesting situation. We had both of our racers kind of diverging the entire time. Player 1 had was going after Mothula and ended up dying, I think, 3 times before finally giving up, going after the safety items and coming back. And it ended up costing them probably about 15 minutes worth of time. They were last. Yeah, they were last. And then on the GT climb, they missed a key. So they had to DNF.
Mistakes happen. I did notice one thing actually, that when So came over this direction, instead of having to use their pot there, they could have very easily picked up a full magic refill when they transitioned to the Dark World. That would have saved them an entire green potion here for the boss. So hopefully it's not going to matter. I mean, they do have tempered, so.
Yeah, both of our races with tempered and 7 parts. I don't know if So got the blue mail.
Not yet.
But...
Oh.
There we go.
Ooh, that got spicy, but well done.
And we're rewarded with a fighter shield. So... Yeah, no, it looks like both of our runners are gonna save and quit once they get the Titan bits here. So now going into Lost Woods. No! Whoa! Brett is actually grabbing the pendant.
Magic refill.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's a difference here. But again, there's an alternative to get it. Well, at least, I mean, it looks like the only reason you would do that.
Random fireball there. Okay, so it looks like we're heading over to Ice Palace now. So Brett is now, oh, Brett is gonna be playing catch up.
So how did Brett fall behind here? What did he do instead? This is just, I think it's maybe a matter of efficiency, but he definitely spent a little bit more time doing less efficient overworld stuff early on, where So was farming money in one really tight spot. Maybe that's added up a bit too.
Well, there was the fact that Brett had to go back for the flippers after they've already had a couple of crystals, so that could possibly have set them back. Grabbing the pendant definitely was interesting.
Yeah, one trip back to town. Maybe it was a mistake, and they like Brett did intend to use powder right away, basically, but wasn't able to.
Very true. Scoop saying Link Zoras are Hyrule's federal snipers, I swear. Yeah, those fireballs can be a little dangerous sometimes.
Oh, there's our lamp.
Lamp with the Smiths. Ah. And key in the duck room. Alright, I want to see this. I need to see this. So, go into the next room and clip through the wall, please. Yes! We're gonna see this.
Mean, we're always gonna icebreaker when we can. This is icebreaker, nice and clean, very quick. And for a Berta.
Interesting. I mean, obviously we can continue through the dungeon this way too.
It is just plainly put faster.
I need to learn this trick. I'm watching these guys and they're just so quick at it with these glitches.
Repetition, practice. I don't know if it's one of the harder ones to do, but it takes practice for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. Hold on. Now we're going into Spike Cave. Or an ice rod.
Oh ho ho, okay. That is a dirty spot for an ice rod.
Everybody telling me that the icebreaker is pretty easy compared to most tricks. I'm just really slow and dumb when it comes to minor glitches.
I think a lot of them, like when I was learning them, or as I learned them and stuff like that, when you don't understand why something isn't working, due to either lack of experience or you just maybe new to this kind of stuff, it gets more frustrating and they're harder to learn.
Very true. Wow, easy,
That is an
very easy culture
amazing
fight. Oh, I'm rewarded with a key. Oh, you
So
never
the
want to
dungeon
see
was a
that.
formality. We got our burnout. We're happy with that, and we're out.
Yeah,
The beauty of the icebreaker route is, yeah, especially if you can just go mode the dungeon, is the fastest way through.
very fair enough. I will definitely need to, Oh, wait, was that a medallion that we just saw on Floating Island? I think we'll see it again.
Yeah, almost.
Not needed.
But we don't need it.
It's always good that we don't need it, so... So I think at this point, as far as the racers and runners are concerned, I think we're essentially in soft go mode.
So what do we need? We need the hook. But, oh, maybe the hook's here in TR. Maybe that's what's going on here, and Brett is focused on that. Because he's been putting all his efforts into getting here instead of finishing other dungeons.
True.
That would explain the commitment to getting just a few more hearts and extra safeties along the way, because, man, doing Trinex on, you know, regular magic, green mail, and anything other than a tempered sword is a nightmare.
Very true. Although I have seen runners go through Turtle Rock and GT Climb without the hook shot, so that's why I say it's, soft clean. So.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I can hear that. But we do absolutely require it because it's swamp. There's no way around it. We do have to do it.
True. Oh,
there it is.
And speaking of...
Oh, we got the map for good measure, too.
Always great to see the maps. So, Airabomb24 said it must have been on Laser Bridge. This was before we saw the hook shot. So at least we got that. So I believe we are now officially in go mode for these racers.
Yes, we are.
So go mode at taking 15 minutes off. 41 minutes. And I want to say 13 seconds.
Give or take. I would agree.
Uh-oh.
So where are we at hitting go mode here? We're at comparably 9 hearts, blue mail, tempered, extra bottle. So is still on green mail. Same sword. 2 less hearts. 1 less bottle. So we'll see if this this just straight up comes down to execution or if it's a comfort thing.
Definitely see. Let's see here. This will be crystal number 3 for bread. So currently on number 5. Wow.
Yeah, up by 2 currently.
Nice little cherry magic.
Granted, Scowards and Dice are going to be very, very quick for bread as well. So
yeah.
But I do think the time advantage is in So's favor currently.
Okay, hold on. Was that Vanilla Big Key?
That was indeed.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Very frustrating too, because that means we are going all the way to Laser Bridge.
So this is something that I've asked all of my co-commentators. Out of all the dungeons that you would have to run today, which one do you hate the most?
Do I hate the most? Oh, that's a good question. I think lately, it might be TR. I mean, can I just throw Castle Tower in there, or maybe Ganisaur? Maybe Ganisaur. Let's go with that one.
Well, I mean, GT is always kind of a pain in the butt.
Regular
Personally,
dungeons. Let's go with desert. Let's go with desert because this is boring.
yeah, Desert Palace would definitely be.
Now that was not an intentional death.
Ooh.
That was getting chain chopped. Unfortunate. What about you?
I would say the jury's still out at the moment, but typically for me, it would be Misermire.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Why is that? Is it just because they
It's the dark
dodges those sparrows back and forth? Ah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's all the dark rooms for me. I keep getting lost in them most of the time. By the time that I get to there, you know, I may not have the lamp, I may not have the lantern. It's a problem.
Oh, so's dead? Nope. Could I frame use?
Okay.
Oh, that is clever.
That was a key pickup for bread. Would so happen like a typical time, or what was going on there?
So, I mean, obviously because of the hearts, so can't take 2 hits from the chain chops. Only 1. So they're kind of abusing iframe, well, not abusing, making use of iframes from the pegs to dodge the chain chops, but at one point actually got put in a position where they just probably wouldn't be able to avoid a hit without perfect timing. They got themselves out of it and then actually made use of the Burna to hit the switch as they were running by, which is kind of clever.
And then using the powder for the anti-fairies. Alright, here we go with the Trinex fight. Should be super simple, super easy.
Very little ice on the ground. Quick feed here, yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen
It's another day at the office.
I don't think I've seen any of our runners this race or these qualifiers have ice on the floor, so a little disappointed at Bread today.
More often than not, I believe if you're on low percent or you're in kind of like a Oko mode, you would generally start with the ice head first, which would prevent ice from coming down on the ground. But I mean, it's just something I've seen. It's probably not necessarily true for everybody.
Yep. Airbomb 24 letting us know. So 1. Not quite sure. But Bread definitely getting that crystal at 46 minutes. Alright, so now it looks like Bread is going to make his way over to Swamp Palace to finish that up. Now they just got the, what was missing? We didn't have anything that was missing, actually.
A water.
Oh, well, yeah.
We should fill up the dam first. Yeah. He didn't have a hookshot the first time through here, so
Oh, that's
we had
right.
to go get our. What do we have to get from here the first time through?
They went and got the Book of Medora. I know that.
Was it Samaria that was in here?
No, Canis Mari was Treasure. The treasure minigame.
Oh, right.
I think it was just the Book of Medora that we got here.
Blue
Obviously,
Mail 2. Oh, maybe that was it. Yeah.
no, Blue Mail was King's Tomb.
I thought it was the water room in here, that room or something. I'm mistaken. That is probably just pure seed bleed. Blah 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 blah. Seed bleed for me. Sorry, English is not my first language today, bro.
Oh yeah, no, this time of night I can expect a lot of people not able to comprehend words all that well. I know I can't sometimes. Chip the Eternal no mode. That's actually a good one. No mode and go mode. I like that. Alright, so going on with the Trinex fight. Bread getting that clip there. Now, I do know what the official rules are for SGLIVE 2022. This year we are open boots for the tournament.
Open boots, eh? That's
Yep.
interesting. I just did one of those today, actually, just before this, on a whim.
Yep.
It's fun.
Of course, with the tournament, there are items that are going to be locked, especially after you get to certain caps. Silver, arrows, and bows are going to be 2 separate upgrades.
Okay.
So definitely want to go check those out. I believe the rules and everything is. I'm going to put this in chat.
So I believe like the SGL last year was it was like a standard. It was the SGL standard hard or whatever, right?
Yes, I believe so. Oh, can I not do that?
Some
Hold on.
more heart pieces, less full hearts, capped at like 12 or between 12 and 14. You only had green or blue mail. I think it was just green. Tempered sword cap, non-progressive bows.
There it is.
They're
Okay.
spicy. 2 bottles cap, I think, and they're always empty. I remember watching a bunch of it. It was awesome to watch.
Yeah. So the rules are a little bit. I believe they're the same compared to last year. You just have the open world instead of default. So
Right.
escape is no longer required.
104-ish. Let's see for bread. So what do we have here? We've got basically a moth and a cold stare versus running to Argus. That's kind of where we're at.
Yep. So it looks like So is going to be ahead at this point. Scoop. I'm lost on this book thing. Book thing. Book thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I think. Oh, no. Brett did collect the book on the left side of. Yeah, I did see that.
You would have had to get into the desert.
Yep. I was able to put the command in properly the 3rd time.
Ooh. Some issues with it. Oh, he's having some issues with Icebreaker. Just slow down a little bit. You got it. Nailed it.
There we go, Brad.
Not taking Berta, though.
Nope. So, you guys can check the official information for SGLIVE 2022 Randomizer. The bracket is available at speedgaming.challenge.com/SGL22ALTTPR.
Desert could not have been Flute Mitts. Mirror Mitts were on Landmost. Or Landmost or whatever. We had to get booked. There was no choice. This was a forced pickup swap in order to get our Mitts in Desert. In order to get our APR.
Yeah, it seems like there was a lot of chain fetching here to get the items that we needed.
And no way around it either. I think that's one of the bigger troubles with Swamp is like you can't. There's up to a point. There's just no breaking logic. You cannot do it without flippers. You cannot get to the boss without hookshot. There's no ways around it.
There you go. But so now getting their 6th crystal. Now I'm gonna go over to Misery Mire.
Look at that. Go moding Swamp. Definitely faster than go moding Ice.
Very true. Oh, this is interesting. Brett is back here.
He forgot something? Oh, he forgot a key. He had to run it back, I think. I spaced out there. Like, I thought he's been here way too long, but something must have gone wrong that I didn't catch.
Yeah, no, when it came to Brett, I was watching his swamp. So, nothing out of Swamp other than the book. So, everything should be good at this point. Alright, so now making their way into Misery Mire. Here we go. Interesting bomb drop. But back to what was I talking about? Speed gaming stuff. Yeah, so the first link will get you to the brackets and the schedule for our runners. If you are listening, please make sure that you sign up, so that way you actually get officially entered into the system. Speedgaming.org/SGL2020 or 22 ALTTPR is the actual schedule once that comes up, and then you can also check the discord.gg/the link that is in there. All right, here we go with the Cold Stare fight.
Doubling up on his fireballs. Very nice. Saving some magic.
Not quite as efficient as so, but still getting the dub there.
Yeah, he wasn't able to box them into the corner or crowd them all into the corner together, like So was able to.
Not too big of a deal, I can tell.
No, handled it really well. Having the magic left over from being able to double up on your fire rod shots with your sword beams, nice and comfy cozy.
Pardon me if that sounded weird. I'm so sorry. Had a bit of a audio glitch there. Okay, Bread now going into Misery Mire. Still has not done Skull Woods. I think that may seal Bread's fate if So doesn't make too many mistakes here.
Yeah, that is... Playing catch-up like this would be tough. I don't think So's made many... many mistakes that have cost time. Oh, I'm gonna shut up now for a second.
As we were talking about that, Dark Room Access, Misery Mire, that's...
Yeah, we gotta run,
always hate this. Wait a minute. Does that mean So didn't get the lamp? Oh no.
So did not pick up the lamp, no.
Oh, this
and
actually
no,
cost
was not happening. Okay, now we got the skelly. We're good. Powder. Not yet though. Dash for safety. We should see a powder on these right away. Nope. Oh, we're safe. Okay, we're still spooking. Fair enough.
No. Oh, there's a fairy. Oh wait, never mind.
Oh, that is rough.
Oh.
I thought that was a little brave to stay in the doorway, but that is a dangerous doorway.
But there's still plenty of time for So to get this done. With that Skull Woods in the way of Bread's run at the moment. Words are still not comprehending.
Yep, absolutely. It's like So's made a decision to go through on essentially on lower percent, more time advantage. Has gone for a little bit more things, more comfort. Let's see how it works out.
Okay, so now we're making the check here.
We are hovering.
Oh.
We are hovering across for speed. That's smooth. That's so fun to watch.
Alright, so now we're going to see the difference here with one racer having the lamp. Skip said, see what Bread did.
There we go, get the switch. So can now freely powder the Andy Fairies though without any worry. I think they were trying to save their spooky. I could be wrong. It looked like it anyway. Bread getting out of that doorway safe and sound. Oh, no powder.
Oh, jeez, that anti-fairy almost touched So again.
So one thing I do know, or at least that I do, coming out of the doorway, if you always just hold up, coming out of the doorway, and walk about 2 tiles worth of distance, you will never get hit by anything, and then you can just dash or walk the rest of the way.
Nice to see.
Bread was able to dash out of it right away, but that is tough timing.
And so is the first to deal with
Just motored through that boss.
yeah. Collected the crystal at 59 minutes and 37 seconds. Bread not too far away with 59 minutes and 43 seconds. Yes, I do believe Bread. Oh, I don't remember who was using Super Guitar Brothers MSU.
I think that was Bread.
Ah, okay. I have the audio turned off. Alright, here we go. Bread is now making their way into Skull Woods, as So is going to make the climb to GT. And going through Super Bunny at it.
That was Super Guitar Bros. I was exactly incorrect. Cadence 5 roll for Bread.
Ah, okay.
electing to come up to GT this way, probably just to avoid dead rocks. That would be my guess. Still gets a Lionel hug, but generally you would go the other way.
Yeah, but here we go.
I like this route better. You get to avoid dead rocks completely and pick up a full magic along the way if you need it.
Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna say indeed, but my brain said entirely. I'm like, wait, what? Huh?
Same thing, more or less. Kind of, sort of.
Alright, so we don't typically do the guessing game with the spoiler opens because the racers know exactly where the big key is going to be, but if you want to guess the room location, you might still be able to get the shout-out today.
Hello, Silvers.
Oh, nice! Silver's on the lamp.
I am going to guess that it is probably on the left side. I don't know why I have that hunch right now.
I'm going to say, just for the heck of it, because Alex told me about this, we're going to go with Bob's chest.
All the way to Bob's, eh?
Yeah.
Are we just grabbing keys?
Grabbing keys is a good thing.
Yeah, maybe. I would go random room. I'm gonna say random room.
Random. There's a bonk. Ooh, interesting. So Bread finally has his 7th crystal, and we'll be making the climb to GT's here shortly.
Now this part of the basement, this left side stuff, man, is it so much easier to be able to use a boomerang and deal with all the switches that way. With mobility, having to use Samaria is just, it feels clunky and slow, and I mean, we don't want boomerangs if we don't have to grab them, though. We're not going to random room. Unfortunate.
So, yeah, no, true that. With So not
Oh, yes, we are. Wait, what? Oh. No, we're not.
Okay.
I've never seen somebody wrote that way through there. I learned something.
I was starting to get confused myself there for a moment.
Have you ever seen somebody go through like that?
I don't think I have, no.
That was clever. I just never really... I haven't sat there and played with the teleporters at all.
Is it actually Bob's chest?
No.
No. Oh, no. Well, we're gonna do an armless fight.
Going through here too. Yeah, just definitely avoiding dead rocks. Good call.
4, 5, and 6.
Hello, big key.
Well, well, well.
At 119 minus 50, at 104. Pretty much on the dot.
Yep, yep. What room was that, by the way?
Say again?
What room was that? I'm sorry.
That was what, this big key room, I think?
Big key room, bottom chest. Was that the vanilla spot by chance? I don't know.
I'm not sure. I don't remember. I've only done one NMG run. I play too much right now.
Fair enough.
I think Big Key's top right in that room or something.
Soup says it was exact vanilla. If that's actually what that means, because I don't.
Oh, it is. Okay, so that was its actual location.
Yeah. So Air Bomb is the one that came with the. Why did I say it that way? I'm so sorry. Air Bomb is the one that said vanilla maybe. So Air Bomb 24 is gonna get the shout out today. It was close to Bomb's chest though.
What's the rule with like the Price is Right? The closest to without going over? I mean, technically, Bomb's just close to without going past. Close enough.
Yeah, but we're gonna give this to Air Bomb. They got the exact location, so even if they said maybe. Okay, I don't think I've ever seen a silver arrow or any arrow go into a fireball like that.
Where the fireball blocks it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it blocks your hook shots and fireball and your fire rod shots too. It's really annoying.
Ooh, interesting. I've never actually hit one of those in my entire time. Silver arrows and our boss here are having a little bit of trouble communicating with one another.
It does look like So is really, really paying attention to magic and conserving it as much as possible.
I go into the safety room? Let's see.
Oh, they're past it already.
Oh, whoops. Oh,
Yeah, So ripped right past it. Like, not even a second thought to it. Just took right off. It looks to me like So is extremely comfortable with like the state they've put themselves in terms of loadout.
Fair enough.
They've made
honestly,
some very tight calls. I'm very impressed. It's so fun to watch.
I mean, it's 1:30 here on the West Coast, 4:30 on the East Coast. You know, some people are tired.
Sure am. I mean, it's West Coast here for me. Good time of night for some random. Oh, yeah. Definitely good time of night for random.
Oh, absolutely. Then we've got 2 more qualifiers with
So is capable of doing the magic refill. This is tough. This is very tough to set up, I think.
Ooh.
Very spicy.
So did it though. Very nice.
Yep. Going to be potentially in a dangerous spot with arrows, though. We'll see how that works out.
Now it's so is still on green mail. Oh, this is scary. This is very, very scary.
Oh, you just walk down left, right to the stairs. You're fine. What, safety first? Yeah, just get the heck out of that room. Can't get hit by the spike. Now we got anti-fairies. We're good. Whoa.
All right. I think.
We're golden.
As long as Moldorm doesn't troll dorm here. Nope, we're gonna do that.
Or we just hover across, no problem.
Yep.
Just cheat. No worries. So's hovers have been so clean. I love watching that.
They really have been, yeah. Oh my gosh. Anyone doing hovers is a pro at this. Alright, here we go. Aga fight. With the power of geometry, we get how many hits?
3. 2.
Nope, just 2 this one. Ooh.
Still got 1.
This is gonna be 2-1-3? Probably not.
No.
No. But that's it for Aghanim 2.
Red's Clive is going extremely well though too.
Oh yeah.
The shame he had that gaff earlier because he's motoring through the climb.
Yeah, but if it wasn't, if he didn't wait on Skull Woods, I think we would have been fine. But I mean, we still have green nails, 7 hearts. It is a silver fight with the tempered sword, so I don't think So's gonna make too many mistakes here. Maybe not too many hugs. Oh, here we go. Song lyrics.
No lamp, so it is tight.
With the fire rod, I don't see, especially with the fire glitch, maybe not too much of an issue.
They just have to be very comfortable with not getting hit without having to use cape or Burna. Well, Burna in this case, they don't have cape. Look at that.
Yeah, really tight with fire bats. My
gosh.
gosh.
Yeah, just whatever, make it. just dodge everything, no problem. That is incredible.
Yeah, no, So is gonna get this. So is gonna win.
I wouldn't discount how challenging I think that actually is. That is a very, very talented player. I'm thoroughly impressed. Holy crap.
One more.
Yeah, with Silver certainly don't need much magic, but it's the lack of safety from an invuln item. But yeah, clearly didn't need much. Didn't get hit once, and they are holding their sword up.
Absolutely. Going across the steps, they will now have an official time of taking the 15 minutes off, 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 3 seconds. Get your GGs in the chats, everybody. I said cheese.
Bread's dealing with Agatu here.
Oh, I didn't see their
Just a single on this.
I didn't see their first hit.
Gets the double. Good. Okay, we're out of there. Off to get it.
All right, here we go. I hope I said the time right. Did I? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it is 1:11:03.
So it looks like all that we have left. Once we get bread, I believe the entire race will be finished. So we're just waiting for.
There are 2 current racers still running.
Indeed. Don't know if we're gonna get So in for an interview. Haven't seen them show up just yet, but then again, by the time that I see that, you know, it's the same curse that I have when I drive with Lyft. You know, complain about the green lights not showing up, and then get a green light like 2 seconds later. So.
Well, also they're not playing with any delay, right? So taking a breather is pretty nice.
Fair enough. Scoop letting us know.
If we get it, we get it. If we don't, it'd be too bad. But it was a heck of a race either way.
Yeah. Man, there's so many questions I've wanted to ask So, but I'm not good with these interview things. So. All right, here we go. Final phase. Ooh,
nice
3
triple.
arrows in a second. Nice. All right, everyone.
There we
GGs
go.
in
That'll
the
roast
chat
the pig.
Redfin.
And that is a 1:17:29. Racetime.gg.
Indeed, indeed.
So overall, we had looks like 2C finishing ahead of the pack with a math 106.30 or 106.54. 10 seconds later, Asder crossed. Then with their 1:11:03. Matcap following that with the 1:15:31.
111. It's
Nailed
still
it.
111.
111. Oh yeah, those are the same 26. Yeah, we're good. You got it. And then and then Brent with the 117. That was pretty sick. We still do have J Cobra running,
And it looks
but
like
GG's to
Brett,
everybody across the board.
yeah, Brett is here in the commentary booth with us. GG's, Brett.
GG's, Brent. Nice run.
Yeah, I kind of forgot Ice Palace and Canterbury existed in there. I would have routed it differently. I had enough of a route planned, and I kind of just forgot about ice entirely. And I was like, oh wait, that would have just made this a lot nicer than having to focus on getting some bottles and enough hearts to do ice fraud.
Yeah, no, honestly, good race. Saw that you were doing some shopping there before going into any of the dungeons. So letting us know that they're not going to be showing up for the interview since it's 5:30 in the morning, but they're in the chat with us. So GG's
Uh-huh.
to you, so.
So with the GG's in chat, everybody, that was a heck of a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm not good with these interview questions. I'm gonna leave these to Nugs, because Nugs.
Oh, assuming I'm good, eh?
Well,
I actually do have a couple questions that might be interesting here. So the first question I have actually, with your earlier running, was it kind of rough to try to plan out how you're getting all your money, or is it just like where there was money in your items that was kind of how you were running?
Yeah, there wasn't a great source of money, and it was I basically figured, okay, I can basically get to Houlihan levels of money just next to my items. Then I can do a Houlihan and a tree pull to get to, because it really wasn't great options, honestly, for cash.
So what set you and So apart early on is So focused on just a single tree pole rotating back and forth over above bonk rocks. I'd never seen that before. So you had an item advantage early, but they had all the money. But in the end, it looks like they were comfortable with a little less, or like a little lower percent. So were you just trying to set a target for like how many hearts you'd have your mail, or was it just what was convenient? I'm curious.
I probably would have gone lower hearts because I since I forgot about Burna, I was sort of worried about. I was mostly getting hearts for like Spike Cave, honestly, because I knew Ice Rod was in there, and I needed, a decent chunk just to do ice, just to get the Ice Rod, with just brute forcing it with potions. Also, I mean, I'm not exactly the greatest runner. I've been playing this game for 2 months now.
Don't discount yourself. That was an exceptional show. I mean, I know firsthand how solid you are, but how do you find spoiler versus like just doing a regular rando?
It's definitely a
enjoying
different
this game,
beast.
Yeah.
It's definitely a different beast. Honestly, I tend to have a route for the first third of the game, half of the game. I have at least a semi-detailed route, and then after that is generally keeping a spoiler log up and flying by the seat of my pants.
I hear that. I mean, from our perspective, you couldn't tell. It looked like you had it all planned down to a T.
Yeah, there's a bit of sloppiness. There's a lot of things I was thinking of like mid-race, like okay, just thinking about it. Yeah, that was probably not a good decision to make. Probably
What would you
couldn't
change?
should
What
have.
would be like maybe the biggest thing you'd change?
Doing
retrospect?
swamp significantly earlier and getting the glove just so I could do a little bit of a cleaner dark world cleanup, and then doing ice a lot earlier. I mean, I can avoid one of the bottles because I can just go with one bottle and be fine. I probably would have still gone on my way for the lamp because honestly, I can definitely do all the dark runes. It's not a problem. I'm just like worried okay, if I'm low percent doing dark mire, I know I'm gonna mess something up somewhere along the way. I know something bad is gonna happen, and I'm not gonna have a bunch to just tank it and be fine.
Yeah, a matter of safeties. It's rough. I noticed, speaking of safeties, actually, the early powder. Curious if you intended to go and get your flippers much earlier and just didn't have the magic for it.
Yeah,
I
I wanted to, then I realized, you know, I didn't have magic, but I mean, I had flute. I could just flute back to CAC and grab it whenever, honestly. So whenever I got magic and it was convenient before going into swamp, I could just go grab it real fast and then just go
Okay,
back.
so that didn't really necessarily influence the timing for your swamp. It was just when it was time, you went and got it. That makes sense.
Mm, pretty much. Honestly, I was a bit too laser focused in getting that hook shot. I could have routed things differently, but oh well.
Okay, Onsight's 2020. That's still a heck of a run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Both of our runners here on the restream did really well. We're still waiting on the collection rate from Bread's stream.
Oh yeah, I should hit the fast forward button. Yeah.
But so, having collected 64 items in 1 hour and 11 minutes and 3 seconds, these are the official times that we have from the race today. 2C is first place with 1 hour and 6 minutes. Asder in second with 1 hour and 7 minutes. So, making third place with 1 hour and 11 and 3 seconds. Fourth is Matcap, 1 hour 11 and 31 seconds. Fred, you managed to get fifth place with 1 hour 13 minutes and 29 seconds. And Jake Coper finishing just after you got into the commentary booth at 1 hour 15 minutes and 39 seconds. Hitman did join the race, but unfortunately DNF'd pretty late. So, any final words from you, Brad?
No, nothing I can think of. I mean, I've been having fun just doing these. They're a lot different than your regular modes and racing glitch modes and whatever.
Yeah, Nugs here was telling me that he saw you on a couple of No Logic tournament runs, and I'm baffled by the things that I see over there.
Oh yeah, no, it's I just do mentor tournament and jump over to no logic. It's perfect.
Yeah, no big deal, right?
Just jump right over to just this crazy new thing.
You're
I
absolutely crazy.
have eventually got to figure out how to do speed running like you guys do, because I'm brand new to all of this, so I'm hoping that someday I can be able to race against you guys. Let's see.
Do what we did. Join the mentor tournament.
I certainly will have to. So Brett, you've got a collection rating of 85, which is still pretty low compared to a lot of some of these low percent spoiler opens that I've commentated on. So, GG's.
Yeah, no thanks.
All right. With that, I believe we are at the end of the stream today. SpeedGaming Live is back and will be live October 27th through the 30th in Herndon, Virginia. This tournament specifically, I'm not sure what the brackets are looking right now, but you can go to speedgaming.challenge.com/SGL22ALTTPR. Brett, if you have not already, make sure to go to that link so you can sign up for the brackets.
If I if I ended up making the brackets, I made the cutoff.
I mean, it looks like based on what we're seeing, you might actually do pretty well. So, this is your 5th or 6th race today.
I gotta very quickly take a look at it because I completely forgot the amount of races I've done. To be perfectly honest.
Yeah, so today is your 6th race. Will you be doing the last 2 qualifiers as well, or?
Honestly, if they line up schedule wise, I'm not really doing much. Like, I mean, I'll do them for fun.
Okay. I believe our next qualifier is later today. Oh, I don't remember the time. Like 6:15 p.m.
6:15 PST, 9:15 Eastern, and then the 20th, the final qualifier is Thursday at 4:15 Eastern, 1:15 Pacific.
Okay, I will be commentating on the 20th qualifier. I might be tracking the next one, the 19th. So, definitely looking forward to seeing more of these.
Man, they're so fun to watch. They really, really are. Yeah, hats off to you for participating, Brett. Yeah, put it on a show, man. Like it's, I can't imagine how tough it actually is to go through a log and then actually try to perform on, low percent and at such a high speed. So, thanks for that. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
Absolutely. GG's once more. For everybody in chat, be sure to follow our runners at twitch.tv/bread_kun and twitch.tv/so15. Also be sure to follow Scupula, who's our tracker today. Was doing a fantastic job of tracking everything. My co-commentator, Nugs GG. And, I would be okay with a couple of follows here myself. At Canterbury.
You're deserving of it. Definitely toss the man a follow. This has been a heck of a lot of fun commentating beside you.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
look forward to the next time we get this opportunity.
Yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to doing more commentating, more tracking, and hopefully in the future to race with the best of them. So, last question to answer from Ben Goes Bosch. Amarith is letting us know that the last two qualifiers is later today at 9:15 Eastern and tomorrow at 4:15 Eastern. So be sure to keep an eye out on those. The next stream that we will have will be at 3:15 Eastern today for the SpeedGaming Live 2022 Ocarina of Time Randomizer, number 11 on the qualifier with Chuckles and Mathamat commentating and Mirba and Shannock tracking. So, yes, I I am aware with the day off tracking there. Any final thoughts from anybody?
No, I can't really think of anything.
I got nothing left. That was it for me. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Go to bed, or enjoy the rest of your day. One of the two.
Good night, everybody, and we'll see you on the next stream. GG's.
GG's indeed.
Yeah, GG's.